Hey everyone. So this is just a small video. Consider this a diary entry. I wanted to talk about the process of using Facebook groups. Actually, I wanted to give a little bit of advice to anyone working in the Marianne Williamson campaign because of the fact that I've noticed that there's a kind of lack of flow of information, shall we say, in the sense that, like, for instance, the campaign manager for Marianne Williamson at the moment is Carlos Cardona, who is a really lovely guy. But he admitted in an interview that he doesn't use Facebook, which is fine. But I feel like someone who's on the payroll should, or one of the volunteers should be kind of savvy with all the media platforms that are really popular, which includes Facebook, because of the fact that a lot of the older Marianne Williamson followers who are kind of they might be part of the hippie generation, or they might be Generation X, um, who met her through the wellness community. They would be pretty active on Facebook. And one of the things that is important to know is that if you're moderating a group and there's an event coming up, like Marianne Williamson's going to be giving a speech in Detroit, or any city where she's giving a talk, and you want to post a announcement about it, one of the things you can do if you're moderating a group is you can tag all the people in the group, which means use the at symbol, and then everyone. Um, you write that at the beginning of your post, and then everyone in the group will get tagged. Now, um, this can annoy people because sometimes, like happened to me today, people forget what groups they have joined, and then they get annoyed that they're being tagged in something that they're no longer interested in. Um, so, like today, I got a message from someone who was like, "Why did you please don't tag me in these posts. I'm not interested in this topic anymore." Um, and I got a little feisty because I don't really think it's my fault if someone like joins a group and then forgets what they joined, or changes their mind. I mean, if you're interested in something else now, that's totally fine. But the there's quite an easy solution, I would think, which is leave the group, or snooze the group, or turn off notifications, or whatever. But I mean, this person, they didn't. It wasn't just the irritation of the alarm bell going off saying, "Oh, there's a post. You're tagged in a post." I think they wanted to make a statement and flounce out, "I'm not interested in this anymore, and I'm doing this now." And um, I kind of object to that. Like, first of all, if there's a solution that you can do yourself to handle something, rather than complain immediately to the management, like that knee-jerk kind of reaction of complaining is, I think, a little too prevalent in our society. And then also, I think it was not even, a question of solving the problem. I think it was that they wanted to make a statement. Unsubscribed. That kind of thing. That's another thing that drives me nuts, when people announce that they're unsubscribing. Just do you. Go where you want to go and be free. Um, okay, and so yeah, I wanted to, I mean, I freely admit that there are platforms that I'm not on. I don't know anything about Threads. Um, TikTok is hugely bewildering to me, and because it just comes on and starts blaring at you, and then you have to kind of find your way. There's no menu or anything for you to there's no sort of foyer where you can choose the avenues of information. You're just immediately plunged into the deep end of blaring media. which is a little aggressive, I find, for my brain. But I am admittedly a Luddite, and I don't easily take to new things, especially in the technological field. It was my father's campaign to get me to. He was in computers, and I was always like very artistic and spaced out, and also pretty medieval in my thinking. I liked everything old, everything antique. And my dad was a kind of a futurist who loved the latest thing. And he would always make a very loving attempt to inspire me. And, uh, and I'm a lot more savvy than I ever hoped to be with tech. Uh, anyway, so yeah, I think for Marianne Williamson's campaign, it's kind of like an important thing to have a flow of information so that if there's events coming up, it can spread to as many people as possible, especially when there's a media blackout on. Um, you know, like there are hurdles on every platform, and then there's also little tricks to get past them. And I really think, like, if something is shared from YouTube to Facebook and people want to help, they should go, if they can, if they remember their Google passwords and everything, they should go into the comments on YouTube, and because all of that traffic contributes to the sort of metrics and the statistics of how much Marianne Williamson is trending, because there are people who keep track of that. Um, and it's, I don't know, I mean, I think that I don't want to manufacture energy, but I definitely think that we also don't want to invisibilize it just kind of through not knowing how to do things, or I wouldn't say laziness. I think that most Americans in particular, especially with the economy the way it is, are working very hard. And so, whatever energy is left over for volunteering might be a little bit sparse. But these were just some things I wanted to point out, especially in terms of Facebook. So if you are the moderator, because I've noticed there are quite a lot of moderators of Marianne Williamson Facebook groups with quite a lot of members, and the moderators themselves do not post, and they're pretty inactive. Um, I mean, we've got one moderator who never posts. We've got another moderator who um, only posts. It's like a dictatorship. So I think if these people want to kind of feed the phenomenon, there's more they could be doing, and it wouldn't actually take more effort than what they're doing now. It would just be a matter of redirecting their focus. So that's what I wanted to say about that. And yeah, I love you all, and you know that. Okay, bye for now.